dawn. It's a new day. It's a new life for me. And I feel Dragonfly moment for Jeff right now. Butterflies all having fun. You know what I mean. Sleep in peace one day.
Do I toss it?
That's what I mean.
All right.
I think Jeff wants to keep it. I think he's a big fan of the Garter. All right, guys. Where are my guys at?
All right, guys.
Before Jeff steals the Garter, this is your chance to steal it from him. However you want to toss it, throw it, slingshot it.
Come on. Testes.
Jeff, I do want to kill you because of that dance. I had to do it. But I do realize it's because of Lois.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The things we do for love. We're guys. We're horny.
Yeah. No, it's good. I'm going to do the same thing to you. So I'm not going to roast you. I will repay you on my wedding night, and it'll be your own separate dance.
Nice.
Yes.
And I'll be in a G-string.
And I will make you show up to dance class, and
I
we'll use the same girl and everything, and I will do the same thing.
You know what? I am there 100%. You really spent the time.
Well,
Thank you. My goodness.
But that's how I'll get you back.
I deserve it. But it's not my fault.
I know, and that's why I'm going to do that. But Jeff, I truly value our friendship that we have.
Thank you.
You're a good friend. I can talk to you about anything, whether it's kids, personal, business. And so for Lois, you're extremely lucky to have a guy like Jeff because he can do it all. And so my recommendation to you is to give a little, and he'll give much more than he will give you more than anything. So it's a good quality, but at the same time it's bad quality. But just don't take advantage of him. He's a great guy. I don't need to tell you that because obviously you're here, and your speech was beautiful. You had me crying. And Love You Long Time is awesome. Lots of points for that.
Oh, that was line of the year.
Yeah. But anyway, cheers, health and happiness.
Thank you.
All the best. Real honor. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, forgive me if I'm loud. uncontrollably. I did bring this as a backup. It's the end of the night with a lot of wine. Lots of wonderfulness. So we're all here today to toast and raise a glass to commemorate and memorialize this moment as to why we are all here. Not only just because we might all have a much needed vacation, or we want to just relax amongst the beautiful 360-degree panoramic view of the ocean, or indulge in the all-you-can-eat delicious buffet, or just anticipate the 80-degree weather away from our cold, cold LA home right now. But we're actually here to take this moment in time to celebrate with Lois and Jeff. Excuse me. On their ship and their voyage together. And frankly, the words can't express all the happiness that I feel right now. It's just, I can't find all the right words to do it. So I simply need to read to you from the heartfelt words from my Facebook post. Lois and Jeff, may your love be deeper than the ocean. I'm not sure what else to say other than that. This is going to be a very, very, and I feel it from the very bottom of my heart, a very great voyage. So if we could please all raise our glass to Lois and Jeff. Woo!
There are three things about this speech that I would like to tell you guys before I start. One, even though it says so, my beverage is not alcoholic. Two, some of the jokes and puns I put in there, only Lois and Jeff will understand. Three, I will make a toast at the very end. And I would like it, when I hold up my glass, for you to repeat what I say at the very end. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and the crew of the MS Ruby Princess, I would like to present a speech in the honor of this very momentous occasion. Metro Manila of the Philippines and Brooklyn, New York of the USA. Two cities, nearly half a world apart, and yet are very different from each other. From the heroes to their cultures, to adventures and accomplishments within those two countries. However, aboard this vessel, in this room, two very special individuals, one from both of the said cities, have embarked on a new adventure right before our very own eyes. Taking the knowledge of automobile maintenance, science fiction, computer software, video games, and Judaism, and combining it with Filipino culture, accounting, and as Lego Union Kitty would say from the Lego movie, business, business, business. But that's a good thing. These simple topics will surely grow on their journey. That being said, I believe I speak for everyone here when I say the following. With the greatest maritime tradition, I wish Mr. and Mrs. Jeff Klavir clear horizons and calm seas, which the hellos and halas will sing through the decks of this ship, through the sky, to the moon, and beyond, and not to mention the sea. With this glass of, insert name of alcoholic beverage here, and because we are sailing through international waters, a toast to the bride and groom. Time's up.
My name is Portia. If you guys don't know me, I am Lois's younger sister. So we are all gathered today here for the celebration of the union of my big sister Lois and her Prince Charming.
Anyone I know?
Of course, he wasn't always what she dreamed of her Prince Charming. I remember when we were young, we usually play with Ken and Barbie, I don't know if you know who's Ken. He's like the male version of Barbie. And we would always marry them together. And my sister has this crystal Barbie who's wearing a wonderful wedding dress, almost like her dress. And she was the perfect bride. And for my sister, the perfect man would be like Ken. Tall, dark, and blonde, of course, smart.
All right.
Well, I guess, Jeff, you got one of the traits that I
Yeah,
mentioned.
exactly.
Smart.
Oh. I was gonna dye my hair blonde. I don't know.
Although my sister knew what she wanted from the beginning, in her heart and in her mind, when she's been with Jeff, and when she met Jeff, she knew that he was her Prince Charming. I have known Jeff for a while, and I know how you make my sister smile, and she has this beautiful glow. So we can see everywhere in this room that, you know, they can feel the love that both of you have. And on this day, on your wedding day, I wish you the very best. My big sister, Lois, her Prince Charming, Jeff, best of everything, and have a happily ever after. This is what only girls can dream of. So I love you both. And I will raise the glass. I don't know where's my wine. Congratulations. Thank you.
There you go. Anuma has one.
Cheers.
Oh, you guys are gonna make me cry.
Rick, are you up?
Hey everybody. I know I have a deep voice, but wow. Alright, so I met Jeff 32 years ago.
Oh my God.
Yeah, just dating myself. 32 years ago. In fact, the funny thing I found out tonight, Gino's girlfriend was born the same year. Gino, where are you? Melissa's over there. There she is. So Melissa's been alive as long as I've known Jeff. So, a little bit about Jeff and I.
That's fit the prank.
We met early, and let's just cut through a few years. I live in San Diego. I would not live in San Diego if it wasn't for Jeff. Jeff's a couple years older than me, or a year older than me, but he's 2 years older in school than me. He started in Los Angeles, went down to San Diego, came back to Los Angeles. That's how we met. Los Angeles, in the valley, there's not much to do, and San Diego was a lot more fun. So I moved to San Diego, my brothers then moved to San Diego, and my parents moved to San Diego. So, thank you.
Oh, I wish I was
I'm originally from Michigan. I thank my father all the time for moving us to California, but if it wasn't for Jeff, I wouldn't live in San Diego. So there's that. Years later, now Jeff and I, we've known each other for a long time. I got a little sick, and you really know who your friends are when things get rough. Jeff was phenomenal, just made everything so much better, which cemented our relationship even more. A couple years later now, I have a son who's 11 who still believes, well, did believe in Santa Claus. I'm sorry, kids. I asked him, thinking, preparing him, I said, listen, Christian, that's his name, you can ask me anything you want, thinking that he would ask me about Santa Claus. And I'll give you the honest answer. His question was, and he thought about it for about 2 minutes, the question he asked was, how many times a day do you and Jeff really talk? It's usually 3 to 5 times a day. Now, Jeff lives in LA, I live in San Diego. I've talked to him every day, pretty much, for the last 30 years. Exactly.
Yeah. I guess we both don't.
So, let me get my drink for a toast.
My
So-
mother.
This year, I turned 50 years old, and something else happened 50 years ago that I'll do the toast to. 50 years ago, a show that Jeff loves, is Star Trek, started. So my toast is this, very simple. Oh, by the way, I forgot a whole part. Lois. Lois, you and I are both Catholic. There's this thing that they do for people like you. It's called sainthood. Yeah, dealing with Jeff, you should be a saint. I've had to deal with him for 32 years. I'm glad you get to deal with him now, and yes, you should be a saint. Definitely.
Patient wife.
Oh my gosh, the most patient. Yeah, I was going to go into whole nicknames and things, but I won't do that. Anyways, so 50 years ago a show started, and the toast I'd like to do is this, very simple. Jeff and Lois, live long and prosper. Chin chin. Chin chin. All right. Are you play the song? Cool. Here's my favorite song.
You guys are welcome to join them on the dance floor because they are on the love notes.
Exciting and new. Come aboard. We're expecting you. And love, life's sweetest reward. Let it flow. It flows back to you.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Father God, for this wonderful blessing of the wedding celebration of my daughter Lois and Jeff. To Jeff's family, especially to your parents, Stanley and Claire, thank you so much for accepting my daughter to be a new member of Klavir family. To our relatives and friends, thank you for joining this momentous occasion. To Lois and Jeff, as 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 7 and 8 says, there is nothing love cannot face. There is no limit to its faith, its hope, and its endurance. Love will never come to an end. On this day and always, may God protect the love you share and keep it sure and strong. To my new son, Jeff, just continue the love and care that I have started to my daughter. You know how I really love my children because they are my life. I'm always here to guide and help both of you in the presence of our Lord. Best wishes for a life full of eternal bliss and love as you share your gift together. May God bless your marriage. I love you both so much.
Oh, that was beautiful. Thank you so much, Ms. Pagaspas. All right, guys. We have another fun moment